I'll tell you, I'm sure if I asked anyone in here who's used AI today, I think it would be unanimous. Everybody would raise their hand and say yes.
AI is rewriting the way we work, think, and live, but it's also rewriting great power rivalry. In fact, the AI race has become one of the most intense fronts in the China-US competition.
Humanoid robots at CES this year demonstrate the progress that's been made in product development.
Chinese firms are dominating the sector with 55% of humanoid robots companies.
The US and the United Kingdom were the only countries not to sign on. That would
We believe that excessive regulation of the AI sector could kill a transformative industry.
To understand how this high-stakes competition is playing out, we went on the ground in cities across China and the US, from Las Vegas to Shenzhen, where AI is already shaping everyday life.
AI4 in Las Vegas is a major AI conference bringing together executives, engineers, and policymakers to showcase how AI is being deployed in real-world industries. And it's the perfect place to begin our investigation.
There's an extraordinary advantage potentially for China in its positionality as a challenger.
If we don't go full steam ahead and build AI at rapid pace, then China will beat us to the punch.
AI is not a sports competition because I would not like to see losers at the end of this. Humanity needs to win.
Here at the AI4 conference, I see two Chinas. One is in the room, Chinese faces everywhere, from tech teams to exhibitors. The other is in the speeches, a China that the US politicians say they must outcompete.
At the conference in Las Vegas, China is the elephant in the room. Over the past few decades, China's innovation has impressed the world and raised alarms. When it comes to AI, many here believe China's open source approach could hold even greater potential for growth.
I think the primary for the US leadership position in closed source model, whereas China's leadership position in open source model.
In the open source world, you can open weights, you can open source code, you can open data, different level on how we can open different stuff. And I think from a research perspective, further you can drive the development and the advancement of the AI sector. I think that's something good for the humanity and for the global economy as well.
I would say open source is kind of a way to popularize your models, to bypass these constraints imposed by the United States to get some market share. Nevertheless, I think there's also the ambition to produce great models and to share them, right? Both goes hand in hand. I wouldn't say catch up, but it's still a race and you want to have good models, and there's a lot of constraints from America on the chip side, but also on the model side. When we had the DeepSeek moment, there was immediately criticizing that it was stolen, they just bootstrapped it, etc. But when you ask then AI engineers, actually there's a very interesting disconnect. It's like here at this fair that they were saying that DeepSeek, great innovation and pushed the whole industry.
China's progress in AI models has begun to puncture a familiar skepticism in the West. The claim that China cannot innovate.
The DeepSeek, right? If you look at their paper that they released with their original model, they made a lot of really amazing innovations in how they were attacking the problem in terms of they were using chips that they had access to optimize using basically its smaller numbers, smaller integers, do these calculations much faster. And it was something that nobody else had really thought to approach this problem in this particular way. That's the kind of innovation that scales out globally.
China's success shows one thing clearly. When access to top-end chips is limited, innovation doesn't stop. Instead, it is reshaped. And that mindset doesn't end with any single model. It's becoming a broader pattern across China's tech innovation.
There is no production-ready human robots in the US, but in China, Unitree, AGI Bot, and a number of other companies, they have already released very mature human robot that's catering the early adopters. The reason for that, China has a much mature supply chain manufacturing ecosystem and capabilities. When we do all these hardware iterations for robotic startups, it's much easier to do that in China because you can do the iteration in real time versus when you build a robotic startups in Silicon Valley, for example. When you need parts, when you need new components, you might need to place the order and wait for like 2 weeks or 4 weeks for the order to be shipped to your house, and then you can start the next iteration.
To understand the ecosystem where China's AI innovation is taking shape and where products are rapidly iterated, we head to Shenzhen, a city known for its dense startup scene and thriving AI clusters.
Right now, we're at the Shenzhen Talent Park, and right behind us, you can see the fancy skyline of the city. In Shenzhen, which is home to many tech companies of China, AI is not just a distant future, it's part of everyday life.
Yeah.
And right now, we can see here, you got food delivery is also getting an AI upgrade. Let's check it out. We can see there's
Vloggers are coming.
Yeah, that's foreign vloggers. Let's say hi to them. Hi guys, are you ordering?
We need the Chinese phone number to order.
Do you have Chinese phone number? No? We can order for you.
We just also ordered 2 bubble tea. Let's share the bubble tea.
Oh, the joint is coming!
Oh, it's coming, it's coming. Watch out, watch out. That's our bubble tea.
Come on.
It's like a gift box. It's really amazing.
Oh, it's also environmental friendly.
Ganbei.
Salud.
Oh.
Salud, salud.
Wow. So what does it do?
Now check this out. This is no ordinary race. Thanks to AI, even older participants are able to go head-to-head with younger runners.
Did you guys like try that one? Sure.
How do you like it so far?
That's funny. It's definitely an odd experience. It's pulling you more than it's propelling you. This is really easy.
Yeah.
I wonder how far this can go.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
All the day.
We also tried out this next level tech together with our new international friends. Help me, unlock me. Exoskeleton is nothing new, but this, with the AI integrated model, can really be part of our daily life. You can see the people, but he is not driving.
It's autonomous. Let's check it out.
You see?
Let's go, go. Getting. Is he driving? Oh, no.
You see the screen? You can monitor, see how the car is working right now. Do you have automatic driving in Barcelona?
Not yet. Not yet.
In Europe, the supervision is very like a
roller coaster.
The driver is there, but it's only checking, but it's not touching anything. So rare, so it's strange.
AI is just in the real life.
Yeah, I've seen that in a movie, but now I am in the movie.
In Shenzhen, we spoke with AI engineers at the heart of the city's transformation.
Among them was Lucy Kong,
an autonomous driving engineer who spent several years studying and working in the US before returning to China.
Hi, Sikang.
Hi.
Can you show us?
Yeah, this way please.
all of this from zero?
Kind of from zero. Our company was started from 2016, has almost been 9 years.
So when you came back to China, it's like 4 years old.
Yeah, it's still a very new and young group when I joined.
When you first decided to come back, like your family rejected the decision, like they didn't want you to come back.
Not exactly reject or declined, but they were very surprised in the beginning because in Silicon Valley, like my wife and I both have very good and stable jobs, and we enjoyed living there a lot. The China has a lot of opportunity. For example, the public showed great enthusiasm for the new technology. For example, autonomous driving and AI. There is a large number of tech companies here, and there is a strong market demand and a lot of engineers. So I feel like in Shenzhen, for example, it feels a lot like Silicon Valley. You will have the environment to do a lot of stuff. When I was working in the Silicon Valley, you didn't have that much resource to do whatever you want. At that time, I feel like going back will be a good choice for me to have a better understanding of the market and also have a better understanding of the technology.
Liu's story is part of a much larger shift. The year he returned, 28% of top AI researchers chose to work in China, 17 percentage points higher than in 2019. China is no longer just retaining talent, it is actively drawing top AI minds with real opportunities and a supportive ecosystem.
There is some reasons, for example, like in my research was focused on robotics. So it's a kind of field of research. Every time I'm trying to enter into US at that time, I have to get my visa checked for several months. That means I don't have the chance to go back to my lab to read.
Every time you go to US, they check your visa, which way? Because people got 10 years visa.
That's mostly for the travel. For study, like if your major was some sensitive major. For example, for me, it's robotics. So that's why I stay there, study and work for a long time without returning, because I'm afraid that the visa will take a long time to get it renewed. So I have to stay at home and waiting for the visa issue, and I won't have the opportunity to go back to continue my research.
Louis' concerns are not unique. The US has become an increasingly unfavorable place for Chinese talent as it ratchets up competition and portrays China as a threat.
I think one of the most interesting findings from that research is that if you look at the AI unicorns in China today versus the ones from 3 or 4 years ago, the first set were by company founders who came to the United States to study. Then they went to top US schools, they came back to China, and they created very successful companies. The more recent ones are individuals from China who studied here in China. They stayed here. They were part of the Chinese tech ecosystem. They created these wonderful companies, and now they're highly successful. And so it shows that the center of gravity of where cutting-edge research is happening isn't just in the United States, it's also here in China.
Over the last 20 years, many people returned to China, basically being attracted by first opportunities in China, and second, higher and higher salaries in China. So the flow of talents are not going to be stopped. So this is one thing. The second is that the flow of information is not going to be stopped. United States may put export control on products. It's very hard for them to put control on people.
From conference halls in Las Vegas to the tech corridors of China's fastest moving cities, one thing is clear: AI is no longer an idea. It takes shape in models and products, is driven by global talent, and scaled in cities built for rapid iteration. But its importance also raises a larger question. How will humanity choose to treat AI? As an opportunity to be shared or a battleground to be fought over?
It's everyone's favorite topic to talk about the China-US rivalry. But I think, currently the narrative is a little bit misleading. It's like here in the US, almost a way to influence the people in the US side to say, hey, China, they are the bad guy. And we know that, China, we're not the bad guy. We're actually pretty good. We have made so much progress on the open source space, and we are helping the entire humanity on top of research and development in a lot of frontier domains in the AI space.
And if the United States invented the first television, well, the people in China got to watch television as well. So whoever develops the best AI products, whoever develops the best uses for AI, I think it's such a small globe now that you're going to find that it's going to benefit everyone.